What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Janiqua A, and I'm back with another video for you guys. So I feel like the moon is trying to connect with you guys. All right, maybe you guys having a hard time with understanding. Maybe you guys are very emotional at this time, so you guys are processing a lot. So I'm gonna help you out, and we're gonna see what is the moon trying to tell you over the weekend, so that way when Monday come, you can start your weekend fresh. All right, I done got my moonology card, so this is gonna be very informative for you at this time, and then we're going to start clarifying with the tarot. So spirit guides, guardian angels, Archangel Michael, and Allegra, let me know, what does my collectives need to know as far as the moon goes? What is the moon desperately trying to communicate to my collectives at this time? I'm just getting feelings. Oh my gosh. I said I'm just getting feelings. A new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. All right. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be having a new beginning with a Scorpio. Or you just need to get in that scorpionic energy for this new moon that's coming. So that way you can release everything that is blocking you and have room and make room for this new beginning. So astrologically, the moon is trying to communicate with you to work through your fears for this new moon, all right? And possibly you need to work through your fears if you want to start a new beginning with a Scorpio. All right, tell me more, Spirit. I feel like somebody has a lot to say. All right? You see how my cards just came out? And somebody is going through building up enough confidence to work through their fears to come to you. All right? But if you guys wanted to know, a Scorpio can actually help you with that. A Scorpio is actually something like a high priestess, all right? Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, because we are used to releasing, okay? A time for healing. I told you. It's either you are a Scorpio or somebody is in your energy Scorpio, okay? And for this full moon, the moon is trying to communicate to whoever this is to work through your fears, because a Scorpio can help you heal. All right, it's a time for healing. And a Scorpio for this new moon or just a new beginning can help you along with that process. I just seen your hard work is paying off. Okay, so maybe you just healing on your own, but you don't have to do it alone. Your dreams need a practical plan. A full moon in Taurus. So I feel like the full moon is highlighting a Taurus in your life where it is interrupting something within your dreams. I feel like with Taurus and it being, all about your wealth, your finances, your career, and all of that stuff, you guys might have a Taurus being too much involved and overstepping their boundaries when it comes to your dreams. So right now, your dreams need a practical plan, because the full moon is illuminating what needs to be done, and it's probably a Taurus in your way. So the signs that we have out here so far is Taurus and Scorpio. All right, and in the middle, which is crowning your reading, is a time for healing. So I feel like with this new beginning, with this new moons is all about new beginning. So if you are looking to heal, and if you was confused between a Scorpio and a Taurus, Spirit is saying the full moon and this moon energy is trying to communicate to you that during this time of healing that you are going through, there's possibly a new beginning that a Scorpio can help you with, or at least lead you to, by helping you work through your fears. And the full moon, which is all about what you needing to release, is the moon is saying there may be a Taurus overstepping their boundaries and coming in between your dreams. And that's why you need a practical plan, because this is a real time for healing. But if you guys were confused about where to go and what to choose, even though you knew this new moon energy was coming from a Scorpio, and you knew this full moon energy was a time to release a Taurus, a personal issue reaches resolution. And this is also full moon energy. So you got two full moon cards out here where it has illuminated everything that you needed to know, either about these two signs or just in these two energies. Okay? But whatever issue, whatever personal issue that was causing you conflict and delays and confusion has now reached a resolution. A personal issue reaches a resolution for this full moon energy. All right, so that's what I see so far for you guys. Okay? Of a personal issue reaches resolution, and this is in your future position, so this just happened. All right? Because your dreams needed a practical plan. And there was a Taurus getting in the way of that practical plan when it came to your dreams and your time of healing. All right? And I feel like being that this is in your past position, there's been a Scorpio trying to help you work through your fears, but you was caught in between. All right? And that's okay. That's okay. But now that personal issue has reached a resolution because all of this full moon. So now with this new moon in Scorpio, you can work through your fears because you feel like you're going to have that new beginning. So this is great energy that the moon is trying to communicate with you at this time. So let's get some more cards out here. Spirit, what is this new moon in Scorpio? Work through your fears. All right. What is can we enhance the message for my collective so they can know what's going on for this weekend astrologically with this moon? You know what? I'm going to take this card. Damn. So this this is going to be good, y'all. So there's a new beginning for somebody with a Scorpio, or this could be you, Scorpio, where working through your fears has finally paid off, because here go the new beginning. We don't know what the fuck this is, but it is a brand new start to a new life. All right? It's a brand new start to an emotional experience, a financial experience. All right? Because somebody has worked through their fears. All right? I feel like you are a high priestess. Okay? I feel like you are a high priestess and you bring justice to a situation, and that's why a personal issue has reached a resolution. Okay? And I feel like you help somebody reach a resolution when it comes to spell work or just hidden agenda when it comes to a marriage. I feel like whoever is involved in this, you help somebody not be confused about what was right and what was wrong about a marriage. I feel like you help somebody heal and figured out a practical plan when it came to somebody's dreams, because they was getting told a false belief system or just an outdated belief system that it couldn't help with their dreams. This could have been a Taurus. All right? I feel like this Scorpio, which is heavy Scorpio energy for me. All right, this high priestess. This high priestess, it literally says, work through your fears. Look, work through your fears. Let this high priestess help you work through your fears, so that way on this new moon for the new Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio, this is exactly what it says. Work through your fears. It literally, this is the card. Work through your fears so that way you can have a new moon and a new beginning with a Scorpio this season. Your hard work paid off. Remember what I said? I seen that card. All right. Your hard work paid off, and because you work through your fears, you're gonna have a new beginning with a Scorpio. And it's gonna be healing, because if this Scorpio is a high priestess, that's her mission, to help people not be secretive and work through their fears, to be their authentic selves, all right? And to do a lot of inner child healing, all right? I feel like this person was juggling a marriage, all right? I feel like this person was forced into a marriage because somebody was redirecting their feelings by using narcissism, spell work, or whatever the case may be. It wasn't their free will. And now that this full moon in Cancer something has illuminated the spell work or the narcissism or just the trauma bonding, a personal issue reaches resolution in a marriage. Okay? I feel like not only did this marriage or this person in this Two of Pentacles energy reach a resolution with the help of this high priestess, which is a Scorpio, that is now starting a new beginning with them, but they have more understanding of what karma is in their life. They understand the astrological effects when you don't listen to spirit. Because this is what the moon is trying to tell you. This Scorpio is equipped. Oh! Y'all, this is two divine counterparts coming together. This is a high-level 5D relationship. The high priestess is married to the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, there was a person and it's Two of Pentacles energy juggling their feelings and their emotions with their true divine counterpart and somebody else. I feel like they was very fearful of losing their true divine counterpart and they desperately needed some healing, but there may have been a Taurus or somebody in their way that had that energy, be it in between their dreams, which is coming together. This is a high level commitment. And now, with the help of the high priestess and these moon cycles, a personal issue reaches resolution and there will be a new beginning with a Scorpio and a Hierophant. I feel like there was a lot of confusion because there was a lot of hidden feelings for you. I feel like there was a lot of things that was unsaid, and I feel like a lot of things was hidden for a reason. But I feel like the Justice card had to come out here because something was being done injusticely. And when I think about injusticely in this moon card, I just think about narcissism. I think about somebody playing on somebody's weak emotions. I think about somebody trying to manipulate energy and redirect energy from this person, take his free will. All right? And I don't think that it would happen if that's not going to happen with a high priestess and a Hierophant. All right? Because if this Hierophant wasn't lovable or wasn't loyal to this high priestess, it wouldn't come out in this reading like this. Somebody was intentionally redirecting two high ranked spiritual beings from coming together, and that's why Spirit had to step in this full moon, because this had to come into union. So because y'all wasn't together, this wasn't done on y'all free will. If y'all had the opportunity to be together, y'all would. But there was some low-level spell work being done. Maybe narcissism, talking, just negative energy that was delaying you guys from completing a very important mission together. All right? So in this new moon, for this full moon, I think that there was a lot of spell work done in these moon cycles. Okay? And for some of you guys, the spell work was to keep a Hierophant in a marriage that wasn't meant to be. And for others of you guys, it was just a lot of spell work done with this moon card during these moon cycles. When it comes to a Hierophant and a High Priestess being together, that's a high level spiritual partnership. All right? Whether you work together, you could even be going into work with somebody like this. This don't even got to be love. This could be you working with somebody. Look at the Pentacles. But somebody was confused about this. But it wasn't on they doing. They knew. They knew what was right and what was wrong. They knew that their dreams needed a practical plan. But there was a Taurus or somebody in the way of that. Because with this new moon in Scorpio, they already knew that she was the new beginning. All right? They just had to work through their fears. All right? And that's what a High Priestess does. So she was already helping this Hierophant. But the Hierophant couldn't grasp why his energy was being redirected. And if a Hierophant, just because he's spiritual, if a Hierophant doesn't have his High Priestess, he can't communicate or he just needs his High Priestess to think. So the High Priestess goes and talks to spirit, right? She gets the downloads and she relates the downloads to the Hierophant so that way he could teach or he knows what to say to people. All right, because the spiritual aspect is like the moon and the sun. So if this Hierophant was with another divine feminine and it was reflecting bad, he was doing a lot of negative things for money. He was doing a lot of things acting out of materialism. All right, so there was a lot of heavy spell work done during these moon cycles to keep a Hierophant and a High Priestess from coming into union. And I feel like it wasn't y'all doing because spirit wouldn't be out here. It was because somebody was redirecting this Hierophant emotions when it came to a new moon in Scorpio. So now y'all together now. Y'all together. And you're helping this masculine work through his fears and not be able to be confused. And you're also allowing this masculine in yourself because all of this healing energy that you do in Scorpio as a High Priestess, you are creating abundance for yourself unknowingly. So by you helping this masculine and now that y'all together, it's exposing all of the low-level spell work that was done during these moon cycles with this. Keeping y'all together. It wasn't because of y'all. It was because of outside energy. So now that y'all together, spirit making sure of it, y'all can literally get the bag. Y'all can literally use each other as resources. Or just resources are going to magnify because you got a fucking High Priestess and a Hierophant together. Literally, a Hierophant and a High Priestess together. So if anybody was confused about getting back with this High Priestess, if anybody was trying to work through their fears to communicate more, if anybody needed some type of healing energy from this Scorpio High Priestess, during this moon cycle, spirit already made it clear to you what was going on, what was needed, and your personal issue reached a resolution, which is amazing. Because y'all didn't let this powerful union, this is not an emperor and an empress. This is not a king of cups. This is a Hierophant and a High Priestess coming together because they was forcefully pulled away because of people doing something, manipulating energy during this moon cycles. And that is what this moon been trying to tell you. All right, so let's start clarifying your energy. Spirit, what is this personal issue reaches? Yes, your spirit guys is talking to you. I was just about to ask, a personal issue reaches resolution. So High Priestess, if you was wondering, is your masculine taking the information that you've been teaching him? Is your masculine coming towards you to lock the deal and seal this Hierophant and this High Priestess union? Because this is marriage too. This is somebody marrying a High Priestess too and a Hierophant. So if you was confused as if this was all working out and you was trusting in divine, because the High Priestess trusts in the divine. So the high priestess may have been a little bit on edge. Honey, your masculine is coming straight to you. This is a 5D love. Okay? This is a 5D love. And if you was confused, if you needed more clarification, he is bringing you a solid offer, but he's still in the process of healing. And that's why I said it's a time to heal. But it's not a time to heal apart. It's a time to heal together. So if you needed more clarification, if this masculine is coming towards you to bring you a strong-ass commitment, well, here you go. He has left what he was too emotionally attached to, and he's going to need healing right now. Okay? But you should be equipped to do that because you are a high priestess. All right? If you wanted more clarification, you will have the strength to help your masculine. You will have the strength to pick your masculine head back up and tell him that he did not miss out on your divine connection. He just got to turn around and lift his head up. But that's going to take time. So if you needed more clarification, if you can do that, high priestess, you're more than equipped. This is crazy. A personal issue reaches resolution, and I don't think the issue was you. I think the masculine was being controlled by some spell work during this moon cycle, however that may fit for him. But a personal issue reaches resolution, and he is now the King of Swords. He know the truth. This is all confirmation of what the moon is trying to tell y'all guys for this weekend. Because my goal for this reading was to give y'all a peace of mind, at least for Sunday. You know what I'm saying? At least for Sunday. At least for Sunday. So I'm reading all of these cards upright, but I didn't have a chance to fix it. So let's start clarifying. Spirit, what does my... No, we just going to ask. What does my collectives need to know about this moon? That now that they found out about everything. Girl talk. All right? Somebody has been gossiping to their friends about somebody moving on here. There's been a lot of talk about somebody being happy and moving on. A mask. Yeah, so it's the karmic, and that's why she's being left. It's the karmic that still is not learning after everything that I just mentioned of what the moon is trying to communicate to you. So I think this is for just you and your masculine, and now the karmic is coming out. But the karmic, because the karmic didn't come out here. It just said the karmic was doing low-level spell work with the moon card. All right, but it was basically you and the Hierophant coming together and y'all having a brand new opportunity and shit and all of that I just said. But now this is the karmic energy. The karmic, the reason why the masculine is no longer confused, because he found out that she was being two-faced. He found out that she was spreading his business. All right? He found out that he wasn't showing his true feelings to you. Whole time, that was the wrong move. All right? So not only was the mask revealed to him of who the karmic was, but now he know that he was even wearing a mask with you and hiding his own feelings during this moon. Remember, this moon energy is feelings. So it was a lot of hidden feelings with you, you know, because he was trying to pretend for the karmic. And the whole time, the karmic is spreading the business, doing girl talk. He loves you. But, I mean, I'm not surprised, collective, because if you coming out as a high priestess, a Scorpio energy, because that's the two signs is Scorpio and Taurus here. All right? You got to know that you are lovable, and Just because you are a high priestess, sometimes us high priestess, we be alone a lot because we too into spirit. Like, we get our abundance from spirit. So we cool with solitude. So we like, if he stay or if he go. But no, you need to know that your Hierophant loves you. All right? I feel like with this emotional energy too, you probably was going through a lot and trying to work through your fears as a Scorpio, being strong, because you had to be strong for your Hierophant. You know? So there's a lot of unconditional love there. But it's coming from self-love too. And then it's oneness, it's passion, it's attraction. This is how your masculine feel about you, if you was wondering. Again, this is all of the energy for this full moon and what this moon wants to try. It has been trying to communicate to you. All right, your masculine loves the shit out of you. Look, and he's telling you he's putting an end. He's not lying to time. I feel like the Sword and the Roses, it speaks about having clarity over something that he was confused about. It speaks about finding out the truth, and there's a revelation. So not only did he have a truth, there was a revelation, because this masculine was going through a lot, all right? There has been a lot of solitude with him, all right? But now he honors you. He's in protective mode because he got some sort of power back. And the power is coming from him finally not hiding his feelings that he loves you. He's tired of saying that he don't love you. He's tired of acting like he don't fuck with you. This masculine is ending that and telling the world that he loves you. He's taking off that mask and he putting it into all of those fake relationships. This is not a game. You should be wanting to embrace this as a high priestess, because you've been by yourself for so long, because the high priestess, knows that their true divine counterpart is there. We just don't know when. Well, this is a confirmation that this full moon is telling you that. Because what's going on is a lot of high priestess we don't go to a lot of people for counsel. Because if it's not our divine counterpart, our Hierophant, we don't trust it. So the fact that somebody is even watching readings and seeing this, I know that they feel happy. You should. You should. All right? So let's get some closing messages. So Spirit, what is the closing messages regarding what the moon is trying to tell the high priestess and the Hierophant for this weekend? All right? What is the advice, the support? What do they need to know? What is hidden for this high priestess and Hierophant? For this, what is, as far as the moon is trying to communicate to them? This is for you and the Hierophant, high priestess. They try to trap and do spell work with that moon card to keep a water and fire sign away from each other. So your person could be a water sign, or you could be a water sign or a fire sign. But they try to trap your energy and not allowing. So they use the moon cycles to try to keep y'all in a jar, or they had y'all energy in a jar and try to keep a fire sign and a water sign from each other. And now the mask is off. All right? There's no more third party. There's no more. So they was trying to act like you was a third party, but y'all was yin and yang is what I'm getting with that water and fire. And they never even wanted to be in a third party. They was getting redirected with all of this moon magic, whether it was manipulation, whether it was trauma bonding, whether it was codependency or narcissism. That's still a form of spell work, because you still redirecting somebody's energy and making them feel trapped in a third-party relationship that they clearly don't want to be in. So whoever this fire sign or water sign is, the moon is trying to communicate with you over the weekend that the only reason why you guys weren't together, it wasn't because you was a third party. You was never a third party. Damn, I gotta write that down. I feel like that's important. I literally feel like that's important. You was never a third party. Okay? Okay. So, if you felt, Scorpio or masculine or feminine or fire sign, that you was a third party, you was never a third party to this masculine or feminine. You was never a third party. All right? You was never that. You was never that. I feel like he was in a false soulmate contract. That's what he was in. And a full soulmate contract, because it's coming out in verse, probably had you thinking you was a third party. And I'm here to tell you, baby, you was never a third party. You was this person's yin and yang, all right? The only reason why y'all didn't come together sooner, because y'all together now, is because they had either you or your masculine in trapped in a full soulmate contract. All right. Any more advice? Now knowing. So I feel like this is what the moon is trying to tell fire sign and a water sign of the reason. The only reason why they wasn't together was because they was being trapped and redirected without their free will. All right. And they wasn't never a third party. Never a third party. How the fuck a high priestess and a Hierophant could be a third party? How the fuck? And if it wasn't love, your reading wouldn't come out like this. Y'all gotta pay attention to how the reading. Y'all know I say a fuck nigga when I say a fuck nigga. But this is not that. That you never was a third party. You was this person yin to his yang. Somebody was redirecting either your energy or his energy to keep him trapped. So what's the outcome now that we know what was the results of what was delaying the connection? What is the outcome of the Hierophant and the High Priestess? Something will happen between April and May. Something will blossom between April and May. Okay? Because they not what they true soulmate. They not what they true divine counterpart. They not right now. So if that had you trying to work through your fears, you was never a third party. Something happening between April or May and May where you're going to really see that you was their true divine counterpart and that you was their true soulmate. Anything else before we move on to the comics? What is the solution and the outcome for the Hierophant and the High Priestess? Need I say more? Y'all gonna be very content. Y'all gonna be taking trips. A vacation is coming soon. A vacation possibly will be coming soon around April or March. So be prepared. Be prepared. All right. And y'all gonna be very content during that season, spring. Oh my gosh. Y'all might have children. Or there might be something coming. All right. What is up for these comics? What is the advice for them? You have children? Oh my gosh. Spirit is crazy. So the advice for the comics with children, you was never they true divine counterpart. And your stupid ass gotta stand on that. And y'all gonna be sick when y'all see the children that y'all about to see. Nana boo boo. This shit gonna kill them. You hear me? When they see this fucking surprise. Anything else for these comics? And that is going to crack the motherfucking mirror. You hear me? If she see anything like that, what I just said, is going to push her. Actually, y'all need to show her. Y'all need to show her. Y'all need to show her. During this time, y'all need to show her what's going on. Because it's going to start the initiating process for her healing. So even though it may seem cruel, even though she might not want to see no child coming from you, you might, all right? It's not what she wants. Okay? It's about starting that initiating process for her to heal by being so hurt because she wasn't doing it. So that is the advice for the karmics. Okay? Face your fears. All right? You're dealing with low self-esteem right now. You can't look yourself in the mirror because every time you look yourself in the mirror, it gets cracked because you did so much fucked up shit. All right? And you about to get ghosted. There's not going to be no communication. Especially when April and May come. Especially when April and May come. You hear me? You ain't not going to have no communication. Because this masculine is going to be too busy in love with his children. Okay? What is the advice for everyone in this lovely reading on what is the moon trying to tell the collectives? You remember when they had y'all in a bottle? Remember when they had this relationship trapped? Well, guess what? Y'all free. And y'all might have a surprise. Y'all might have a surprise in April or May to really be joyful about. Okay? It's going to be really joyful. You're not going to have to hold no secrets no more. The cat is out the fucking bag. All right? And a lot of your dreams are just coming true. So you're not going to be one of those high priestess where it's just going to be healing others. You need to claim this. Heart this. All right? Type a comment and spread love. Because when y'all type in those comments, it's not just for me. It's for people that really see the comments. So this is amazing reading. So this is what the moon has been trying to tell y'all. And what you need to understand what the moon is trying to tell y'all over this weekend. I love you guys.